Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 2 with Bobby Rivers, drawing and painting today on Adobe Live. Hey, everybody, it's 9:30 in the morning on the West Coast, Pacific Standard Time. My name is Chris Blackstock. I'm your host, and totally excited for today. We've got the chat rocking with, I believe, Wade is moderating today for us. What's up, Wade? We got Steve Festus, Uma Korn, Andres, General Kenobi. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Definitely excited to finish up our beer label today. If you guys are definitely. If you guys are watching on YouTube, come on over to b.net/Adobe Live. It's our Behance Adobe Live channel. There you guys can chat with us, ask Bobby any of your questions, and just say crazy stuff, whatever you want to do. Not too crazy, actually. Don't take that back. If you guys missed the last set of challenges, check out the second week of Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge replays. It's with Voodoo Val. She's awesome. It's every weekday at 9 a.m. Pacific. And also tune in and challenge yourself with a new prompt each day. It's super fun, and you get to learn a lot about the software. So, all right, Bobby, what's up, man?
Hey, how are you? What's going on?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty great. Day 2.
Good. Yeah, day 2. Do you want to just maybe do a quick recap again if people are just joining us for the first time of who you are, where you're from, and then what we did on day 1 and what we expect to do on day 2?
Sure. Bobby Rivers from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm an artist illustrator, and we're working on a beer label / t-shirt / prints / whatever you want to put it on. And yeah, should I do a little website stuff? This is my
just
website.
Real quick. Yeah.
This is some of my work. This is one of the most recent beer can labels, t-shirt action.
And you guys can check this out at bobbyrivers.art. What's your Instagram handle, or where else did you want to?
At Bobby Rivers, if you want to check stuff out. You'll also be able to see this finished thing we're working on today.
Oh, that's cool.
There.
I like those.
Thank you.
That's a cool character, man. I didn't get to see those before, like having those different sets. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, he's fun. But yeah, so this is the drawing we're working on today. Oh, here's some can labels on the back. This one's pretty fun.
Nice.
Let's see here. Probably should have this bookmarked. Somewhere in here is the drawing. There it is. So this is the original pen and ink drawing that we worked on yesterday. Yesterday was just drawing on the computer. And this is that. I got a little further without y'all. But yeah, this is basically it.
Love those butterfly wings.
Me too.
Yeah. Is that what kind of butterfly is that? Is it a specific one, or kind of your own style?
That is a swallowtail. Spinning wheel of death. Yeah. Took a minute to get that perspective right on the wings.
Yeah, it looks great though.
Because they're, on either side, not together like it would be normally. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's that. I guess we can start coloring.
Yeah, let's do it.
Get rid of that background. I'm gonna pull up, add some, whoop.
Oh, well,
no, don't look at that. Don't look at that.
Everybody turn away.
Turn away. Let's see here. What am I doing?
You got to give us the spoiler warning.
I'm just gonna get a little background yellow, just to make it pop.
So yeah, why the yellow? I don't
know. I just
it's a
love
curious
yellow.
one.
I just love yellow. It's probably not going to
Alright.
be yellow in the long run, but
Mhm.
I don't know. Right now it
It's
is.
like post-it yellow. I like
Yeah.
it.
But what should we start with?
You can ask the chat, or you can just go in on whatever you want. It's up to you.
I guess start with I can't see the chat, just so you guys know. I have no idea what you're saying.
Oh, I can let you know. I mean, if you ask them, we can. Wade is here, and we can do a straw poll.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know, but this is kind of a tradition now when I host that I make Wade set up a straw poll every time.
What's a straw
it
poll?
could basically you ask a question and then we set up a quick poll online and people vote, and then we see how many votes whatever you want to start with gets, and then that's what we go with.
All right. Let's
It's up to you.
let's wait for a better question than what to start with.
Okay. All right,
That's
Wade.
not that interesting. All right, so I'm gonna do this real quick.
We're gonna do it at some point today.
So I'm just gonna block this in.
Yeah, do you have any is there a method to the madness as far as the color choices, or is it something you feel out as you go along? Do you guys have set colors already with the brewery, or?
Not really. I did for a while. I used the same colors every time, and then that got boring. And I usually use a kind of a green for the hop skull, just so that if someone's not familiar with the logo, they're like, if it was some other color, they might not jump to the conclusion that it's a plant or whatever.
Right.
So there's that. So I'm gonna start with some highlights.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna start with lowlights. So usually just come over here, drop her down a little to get a shadow going on.
Shade that baby.
Yeah.
Add that black.
And then go in here to these eye sockets. Get that nice and dark black.
Yeah, so this is like the classic kind of
I'm gonna
two color to three color. Yeah, the shadow. Very much a little more an animated cell vinyl kind of style.
Definitely.
Yeah. Old print comics.
Yeah, I've been thinking about what you were saying yesterday about getting some cool brushes and stuff. I need to go down that.
I think your work would really benefit from it. I mean, it's there's just some that they're so cool now, man. Just some of them, just
what do they call it in the
nibs
in the comic books when they have the dots to make up the color
scheme?
Oh,
the halftones.
Halftones. That's right,
dude. You should definitely. I mean, those are. Yeah, they've got those packs too. All over the place. There's all kinds, but yeah, no, halftones would look great.
Yeah, that would be so much fun too.
It would be really cool if you did like a total like comic book style series with like the print, the halftone prints, and kind of replicate some of those printing styles.
So do you just buy them? How does that work?
Yeah, you can just buy them as a brush. Basically what most of those brushes are is they basically have an image, and then as you paint, it reveals the image, right? I mean, with those kinds of brushes, especially with something like a halftone.
Yeah.
Because that halftone, it's there superimposed behind, it's on that layer. And as you use the brush, it's kind of revealing that whole layer, because it's not, I was wondering it's not going to move around or anything. Yeah. Because otherwise you'd have overlapping dots and, so that's
I've actually drawn halftones before. It was such a pain. It was stupid. I was like,
I mean, you could, technically you could do it yourself, or I'm sure you could find something online if you wanted to, as far as just a pattern that you could create your own halftone patterns. But
yeah,
I'm sure it would take a quick Google search and you'd find a ton of them.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Kyle T has halftone brushes included in Creative Cloud for free.
For free. That's
thank you, Viola.
That's the kind of thing I like to hear.
See, Kyle Webster's he's got all the things for us. So I'm sure if you go through the brush packs on Photoshop, I'm sure it's there. There's so many now.
And that's stock in Photoshop, or you have to download it from
I'd go into Creative Cloud and I'd search for the brushes with the Kyle T. Webster brushes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna get the highlights now.
So do you kind of do it section by section? Is that kind of the vibe?
Yeah, that's generally how I do it.
Yeah.
I have all these millions of layers, or more so just to like show you guys the progression, which I already screwed up by showing you the whole thing. But
gotcha. It's giving us a little taste of how you would do it.
Yeah. So back over here.
Oh man, and Wade also put the link to the brushes because he's that kind of guy.
And will that be saved in the chat later?
You know, I'm gonna put it in our Zoom chat just for you, buddy.
All right.
Look at that. You got access.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, I am curious what the actual count is now for in-house Photoshop brushes.
Yeah,
Creative Cloud. It's gotta be thousands and thousands. It's crazy.
It's pretty cool.
It's amazing. I mean, I just think about when I first started using Photoshop, I had to have been like 14, 13. It was Photoshop and Corel Paint. And then, obviously MS Studio Paint. I think that's what we all started on probably as kids.
Microsoft. Okay.
I was like, the old school. Yeah. But yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Before subscriptions.
You could do this with the paint bucket.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't work quite as well.
Well,
and honestly, it would take forever. Yeah.
And the problem with doing that is you're not I always try to remind myself, it's like you want to create the silhouette behind the lines.
Yeah.
It's gonna make a better file. You're gonna get better use out of it. You don't want any kind of gaps.
Mm-hmm. Those little, white outlines or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my basic process to painting an image that I do. But yeah, so there's the hot skills.
So Sean Kosel says you can just go to the cogwheel in your brush panel and select get more brushes. Okay. So you don't even have to leave Photoshop.
That's
just do it. Yeah. So that's even easier.
Yeah.
And Andrew Curtis says happy birthday.
Curtis. Hey, thanks, pal.
Happy birthday, Rivers.
The bird watcher.
Is he does some birding?
He's a birder. I'd call that kid a birder.
All right.
He's a photographer from Lancaster.
Right on.
We've he used to live across the street from me.
Oh, cool. Well, hello, Andrew. Welcome.
What's up, Randy? All right. So that's the hop skull. And we're going to go into this chaotic mess of flowers on the rib cage. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me color that, but I'll start.
And Umacorn says that it looks like there's 1,900 plus brushes in Photoshop.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Don't try to use all of them.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a rabbit hole you will never come out.
I don't know if anyone else does this, but my nib on my pen, I cut it so that it's in an angle instead of the normal.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. Just like I like the way it hits the board. I usually, whenever I get my pencil out, I use a lead pencil to sketch. I'll take it and like just kind of hit it at an angle on the paper until it gets that little angle to it, because I hate it when it's like a fresh.
Right.
Whatever. So with this mess, I would kind of start with the outermost layer, like the sternum is like, the closest thing to you. That way I can kind of, figure out without the background what's actually going on. Like these. So there's the shoulder blade. Where's my little guy there? This shoulder blade. So this is all negative space back here. So just to figure it out, because there's so many lines going on, it gets so crazy. But yeah, so I would, this would take about an hour to go through all this.
I mean, this is the long process.
So I'm gonna just fast forward that for you. go into here. Let's make sure I don't screw this up again. Can I individually? No. Why does that keep doing that?
Oh, because it's all under one group.
Okay.
So once you turn that group on, it's going to turn on all of the layers that are under it. So you could individually turn off the eyeballs on the layer if you didn't want those to show up right away.
Okay. So
yeah. There you go. There we go.
Okay. I never really messed with folders before, so it's a learning process.
Oh boy, yeah, starts to get intense. Like once I found clipping masks and then started grouping, because the way I've been painting lately, I've been kind of sectioning everything off. I'll create a whole silhouette layer and then do clipping masks off of it, and then it's like the head, and that's gonna be a group with shadows, highlights. It's like it gets crazy. But yeah, stuff like this, it's like you don't really need a lot of that. It's kind of up to you how you like to work, and if it's going to help you in the long run to kind of have your layers grouped.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
But yeah, it's like I'd take like the brain and the butterfly wings. It's like that would be a group, right?
Yeah, that's what I got going on here. All right, so new layer.
In case anybody wants to know the hotkey, it's Command G.
For what?
I'm sure if it's on PC, it's something else, that maybe Control G. I can't remember, but it's Mac. Command G to group.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start painting these flowers.
All right.
Oh, nope, no, I'm not.
Wade was saying that if you want to get rid of those eyeballs really quick, you can just hold over one, press it, and then you can just slide the cursor down, and it'll just do it all in one swoop, so you don't have to click each one individually.
Okay, cool. Put that on hold. I don't know if I like that pink. I'm gonna get it a little hotter.
Yeah. A little more saturation.
Yeah. But yeah, I like to start, like I said, with the sternum first, and then do these outermost ribs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And what's the brewery's name again?
Kennett Brewing Company in Kennett, and that's in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, just outside Philly.
KennettBrewingCompany.com.
Yep.
You can see some more Bobby Rivers art there.
Yeah. And they have the Instagram and all that. It's all just Kennett Brewing Company.
This is great. Ooh, Queen's Ale.
That one was fun. That's like a super old school bitter English ale. That's like Mark the Brewer gets pretty nerdy about old like historic beer types. Mm-hmm. It's so funny. There's I
think on the Ida hop, right?
Ida hop, Uda.
Is that the jester hat? I think the fool's cap is on that one.
Probably. Ooh. So yeah, come in now, get a little darker. Start trying to, make this all pop by putting this shoulder blade back here super dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like when you kind of do the tint and shade, where you're just kind of, when you darken it, you're kind of just going down in value. It also kind of gives it that old school look.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is, but I don't know if it's the printing style back then or whatever, but just it always felt it to me like that was that old school print look, is where you're kind of just adding those blacks instead of trying to add cool colors or warm, as you're getting darker, but just kind of shading it.
Yeah, it's, I don't want to get too intricate, because it's already so intricate that it's like, after a while, it's like you're losing it. Yeah, because the line work itself is already so, a lot going on.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, but once you add these highlights and this shadow layer, it's gonna help pop it.
Oh yeah,
give it some depth.
So yeah, and I'm kind of just making up this light source in my head that's coming from behind, kind of like where the sun would be on a high noon.
All right. Yes, always important to know your light source.
Yes. You just kind of like get a pattern going. All the petals that are folded over, brighten them up.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you ever lock your layers when you're painting on them, or are you painting on a new layer right now as a highlight layer?
This is an all new layer. Yeah, this is not very organized because it's already done and organized.
Yeah, totally. It's kind of a reverse engineering this.
I know it's weird to like think about, because I never had to do this before.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give this guy a little shadow, since this other petal's over top of him.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Like that. Just kind of hit this whole spinal cord with the dark, so it makes the ribs pop.
Mm-hmm. How often do you do jobs with Kennett? I mean, is this like monthly? Is this something you do every few months? As an annual thing? Like, how often?
We do
doing promo work or labels or
all the time. We do a lot of events. So we're slowly getting back on track since COVID.
Right.
But so the events are starting to pick up again. I'm sure my email's popping off right now. We're doing a St. Patrick's Day run, which I have to make a little poster for. I run their Instagram for them.
Gotcha.
And you make little doodads for Instagram. Actually, that outer edge bright, so it looks like.
So you're kind of their illustrator / designer.
Yeah.
And kind of creative, whatever they need creative wise, you're kind of in on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quick little, and you make like a little post flyer thing about, we have live music almost every day that we're open, and
that's cool.
So that's what this drawing is. I haven't done it's kind of like an ode to the musicians that play there all the time, because
So is it like
such a huge part of it.
So it's like a brewery, but like you can go there as well. I mean, they have like a full bar kind of thing to taste everything. It's like a hangout spot. Like, what's the whole setup?
They have, depending on the weather, there's outdoor live music, and then indoor where there's a stage, and it's not a full bar. There's wine though, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, they built it, by hand. Everything, awesome. Everything in there. It's pretty awesome. It was like a yoga studio or something. It was, the colors inside were like the Joker, like purple and lime green, and it was crazy.
They should have kept it. That's perfect. Those are perfect colors.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. Really cool copper bar. It's just a cool like local hangout vibe.
Yeah, I'm checking out some pictures. Looks pretty dope.
It's very homey. Like when you're in there, it's like everyone. There's a lot of what do you call that? Regulars, and
yeah.
Everyone kind of knows each other.
I like the coloring coasters.
Yeah,
color. Yeah, that's cool. It's just that if you guys don't see it, it's basically it's the fools, the hop head, the skull, and looks like you can color it yourself.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. Something to do while you're drinking.
Yeah. So you basically get what I'm doing here.
Yeah. We're dropping back that spinal cord, creating some depth, bringing out those pedals.
Just move forward.
And again, we're just using the hard round brush. We're pretty much sticking with that brush, I'm assuming, the whole time.
So this is after,
okay, nice,
a while. You started getting the depth down in here, and
so you're using two tones with the shadow. You're kind of like a really dark and then like a mid-tone, and then dark and then mid-tone, and then you're gonna add highlights on that, or is that it?
I haven't decided. I was thinking about adding white.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna add white or not, but we can see how that would look. That'd be fun.
We're almost a half hour in. So if you guys are just joining us, we are with Bobby Rivers. It's day 2 of making a beer label on the drawing and painting session today. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, hello, welcome. But come on over to b.net/Adobe Live. You guys can hang out with us here on Behance, and we can talk to you in chat. If you guys have any questions or any technical stuff, please feel free to ask Wade. He's a great moderator. So yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna finish this label today, maybe?
Oh man, I think you were right with the highlights. That does look pretty nice.
Look at that. And remember too, if you don't finish this by the end of the day, whenever I do this, I rarely ever finish, so feel free to not rush.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's not a chance that I will possibly finish this.
Yeah, I mean, it's for us. It's like we just want to see it posted once it's finished, so we can see how all the hard work paid off.
Oh, I will definitely be posting it, and I'm gonna make some prints.
Oh hell yeah!
Make them, pretty affordable. Keep them cheap.
Yeah, am I gonna get? I get the hosts,
the homie hookup. Definitely, I can definitely do that for you.
We'll have to do a print swap.
That would be awesome. But yeah, I wasn't gonna do this, and you're right. It just pops. I guess you don't have to. I don't have to go all the way.
I was gonna say you could even use it as like a directional. Bit. Yeah, just kind of coming in and be a nice little directional.
Well, now I want to put it up here too. Will that even stand out? Yeah, it will. Damn.
Just on that ridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's get a little closer.
Carolyn Wolf says happy birthday as well.
Thanks, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
So, how old are we today?
33 years of age.
Oh boy, that's
Mhm.
young.
Yeah.
37, sadly.
Oh, geez. Getting up
I
there.
feel like it keeps. Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to be 40. I'm not ready. My 19-year-old brain is not ready.
Yeah. A little bit. Not too much, but just a little hint.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like something you don't want to go overboard with, but it really enhances it.
Yeah, definitely. Good call. Nice. All right, well, should we mess with this brain?
Please.
Let's get, we don't want the pink to be too similar.
All right. People are approving the highlights.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
they
agree.
dig.
They definitely make it pop so much.
And Brian is calling us babies. All right, Brian.
Brian.
Somebody is obviously older than us in the chat. Come on. We're not babies, though.
Babies.
Tiny babies.
Brian's like, I've been
Babies can't use
using
computers.
Photoshop for years.
Yeah, I remember when Photoshop was just a piece of paper
On the green screen.
and then had black and green screen.
Do you remember using those computers? We
Oh, yeah.
that was crazy.
Man, my dad got an Apple. I had to have been 4 years old, so maybe 89 or 88, something. When we had one of the Apples and like the floppy disks, and I can't remember the game that I used to play. It was like a maze game, and it was like you're like in a castle, and like each
I
level
used to
you had
play
to, like,
that
get a
game,
key.
dude. Yeah, I used to play
and
that
then there's all these
game.
skeletons like following you or whatever, and it's
on
really
my mom's
simple.
computer. Shout out, Mom.
We also had a I don't know if it wasn't Atari.
It is
Something. It had like
it
had a keyboard that you could hook up to your TV with like a joystick. I don't think it was Atari. I think it was something else. But I remember a spaceship game on that I used to play. But I remember playing Zelda when that first came out, and I was like, my dad, my brother, and I would sit and we would draw each screen. We'd draw the map.
That's
so
awesome.
We'd slowly build this map of the Zelda levels.
Man, I used to draw a Link from Zelda all the time when.
Oh my gosh.
Ocarina or Oricana or however you say it of time.
Ocarina, yeah. Ocarina,
I used to draw him and all over my homework and stuff.
Nintendo Power magazines, man. I used to love those.
So the brain, I love the way the brain has the shadows. They're really awesome and fun to draw. All the intestinal nooks and crannies that we talked about yesterday.
Oh my God. What if it would be so gross? I mean, brains are pretty gross looking. I mean,
they're so gross looking.
They're not like, it's like if you saw a brain, your first thing is like, that's where everything, that's the power.
Yeah.
That is the like most special thing on this entire planet. You just be like, oh, what? This weird
get rid of it.
Fungal growth.
like people eat brains.
It's a tumor. Like, that is a tumor growing inside of your head.
Little walnut looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the way that this looks shaded. All right. No. Did I jump?
Wade said it's like a macaroni jello mold.
That's awesome.
I like that description.
That is nice. Look how this goes straight to white. True white. And kind of hit it like with these, not do the whole thing, but just a little top pieces.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I never thought about it. Maybe touch a brain once in my life. Is that a goal I should have?
I don't know.
Just I don't know if how well could you preserve it? Is it going to feel like a real brain, or is it going to feel like a brain that's been preserved? I want to know.
How much does it weigh?
How squishy is it? I really want to hold that thing.
How about people that eat brains? That's a tough decision.
I always think of Indiana Jones. And they get the monkey. Oh my God, that's I think it was Temple of Doom. Maybe I can't remember. It could have been the first. No, it's Temple of Doom, and they go and they're at like the palace, and they're getting like the dessert course, and it's monkey brains.
That's awesome.
And the guy is sitting there, he's like,
That reminds me of Ace Ventura. Guano Bowl. Collect the whole set.
Oh my gosh.
That looks pretty brainy to me.
Yeah.
All right. I'll bring up my reference to this here butterfly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were talking yesterday how important references, I think, especially for illustrators. Don't be afraid to use reference, and don't be afraid to go find your own and build your own reference catalog.
Definitely. Yeah, I take so many pictures on my phone, and then I finally get to that drawing years later, and I remember that picture, but you just have to dive through for an hour, find it.
Where is it? Yeah. You're like, I know I should put this somewhere and organize this, because I know I'm going to forget later, but I'm still not going to do it.
Never have I ever thought about thought about doing it, never did it. But keep this simple right here. I do that with screenshots on my computer. Actually, this is what I did. I like to keep the color palette not too crazy, so we use the same green up here.
Nice. Okay, cool. Like the little spot color of the blue on there.
The same as the hop skull.
Yeah, and that's also, I feel like that's also something from the trying to really make it feel like it could be screen printed as well.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like you've got this many colors, right?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to use them? How are you going to make it work?
That's always the hardest part at the end. I think we got it. 5 colors we can do currently.
Right on.
Which is that's a lot.
Do they have their own printing, or do they outsource it to somebody, or
they print in-house? It's this dude I grew up skateboarding with in elementary school, never talked to him or saw him again, and then he just randomly happened to be the guy that ran the print shop.
So funny.
Something about skateboarding and screen printing,
they go hand in hand.
They really do.
They do. That's the DIY culture, I feel like zines, art, anything that's tangible, creativity wise.
I'm just gonna kind of hype this up a little, I think, because they don't always look, the butterflies kind of vary. Bring up that weird picture of them devouring a animal that we used yesterday. See these guys in the back, that's pretty fun. So kind of mimic that. It's red.
God, that would be a cool illustration for one of these. It's like have a guy and then have his sternum open with a bunch of butterflies feasting.
One day for sure.
Yeah.
This picture is, I don't even know, like 10 years old, and I just gotta hang on to it because it's so unique as far as the drawing process.
Well, I forgot to say, guys, we got the artist spotlight today.
Oh yeah,
we got to mention that in the beginning. this is the day that we're gonna do the artist spotlight. We're not gonna tell you yet until, let's see, at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We are going to be doing the artist spotlight. You can vote for an artist yourself or somebody you know to be in the artist spotlight. If you just look up in the chat, it says chat info, and then it says artist spotlight. Go ahead and click on that, fill out the form, and do some voting.
That's awesome.
But it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's, you guys get to choose somebody, and we get to come on here and look at the art and hype them up, and it's fun.
Wonder how many people
stick around for
themselves.
that. Yeah, you can choose yourself. Hey, man, hype me up. I want to be hyped. Come on. Put me in the spotlight. I'm ready.
So I'm just making this up at this point, but it feels right.
Fun.
Feels right.
Can't plan everything.
No. And then, sometimes you got to embellish nature a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the white.
Yeah, that was always my figure drawing class. It's like, don't draw what you see. Make it better.
Yeah, I used to add so much stuff to the figure drawing because I'd get done pretty early.
Yeah.
And then I'd like put a cape on them, and then I'd start they'd be like battling someone, and then
that's the best part.
You get the awkward moment when the model comes by and looks at what you've been doing, and they're like, "Oh, okay." Sometimes they like it. Sometimes they're like, "What the hell?"
I gave you a wizard beard.
Yeah, this is just what I saw, man.
Yeah,
I used to add a squirrel for some reason to everything.
Just it didn't matter.
Yeah,
cop uniform squirrel.
Skin squirrel.
Medieval knight squirrel. Cowboy squirrel.
That's a butterfly.
That is a butter brain.
The butter brain.
Yeah. Brain or fly. Gotta figure out something for that.
All right, let's move down here to this fun little situation.
I like this.
This is the I did that last night. Turned him into the tree, which we were talking about yesterday. And I don't know, I really like the way this is taking shape.
Yeah, it's a nice little base for the drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Cool transitional stuff. I like how it's rooted in there.
I've had this idea for a little while. I'm excited to finally get it on paper or get it on screen.
Yeah. Paper. Yeah. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then I can, continue this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the toughest part with digital. You're lucky because you really, a lot of people really get to see your art out in the world. It's not just on a computer screen. Kind of get to see it printed. I think it's tough doing digital art these days because a lot of the times it's the only place you see it. It's on a computer screen or your phone, and it's just there's a magic to seeing art out in the world or at a gallery or printed on a giant poster. So
my favorite is when you just stumble across it in the wild. It's like I finally did it.
Yeah,
I made it.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, I used to do solo shows in Oakland and the Bay Area and stuff, and it was always that feeling of satisfaction when it's all done and everybody gets to come see it and you got all your art up and the murals and everything. And
I'm getting pretty into murals. I think that's what I would like to
so much fun
focus on in the next couple of years. I don't know, it's so much fun. It's totally different. It's like so like you're like dancing while you're painting it because it's so gigantic. And
it's just can only experience that at that scale. Like,
definitely
making art at a huge scale is just such a different feeling. It's hard to describe,
and like I was saying, I really like sketching it digitally first.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, it sticks in your, it's a lot faster that way.
Yeah, I did.
And you can blow it up.
Yeah, that's the thing. I did
on your phone.
Yeah, anything. I mean, I did one for a coffee shop here in Monrovia where I live.
Is that the bear on the bicycle?
Yeah, a spot called Gray and Cash. Yeah, and
so sick,
I had designed the logo. There's another one with like a bear with the GNC on the sides and the poppies and stuff.
That's awesome. I saw that. Yeah.
But yeah, I went and painted.
I just painted a big ass poppy myself.
Yeah, they're fun. So that's but for that one I did the whole thing in Photoshop and then kind of projected that across the wall and then did it that way and then kind of made it better as I had it on the wall. But
yeah, I don't know why people would complain about I'm going to steal this exact purple just so they look good next to one another. Why people talk trash on the projector? It's like it's old school stuff, Yeah,
and
like you said, you're not drawing it exactly. You're just using it to like as a basis.
Yeah, it's like tattoo artists. It's the old school. It's like you have to be brought in, right? Like you can't just tattoo on your own, or doing it a digital sketch instead of on tracing paper, and God, what's it called? Gatekeeper.
Yeah.
And for some people it's a cultural thing or something that you don't want to lose. But I think in the end it's just like, well, is it going to add anything? How important is it to do that process? What's the end result?
Freehand.
How many people are really going to know? Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it. Freehand is more impressive, but
way more. I mean,
who's got all the time in the day to be freehand and everything? It's screwing
That's
up.
It, man. That's it. It's a lot of work.
Definitely. I love with murals just the fact that it lives somewhere. Like if you want to see it, you have to go here. Like it's it's like its own little home.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And it just, I mean, that's why graffiti and street art and all got so big as it is now. You can't replicate that. I mean, just having 30-foot tall painting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it feels great. It's just bringing the gallery outside.
Definitely.
Not everybody goes to art galleries, so it's nice to kind of just be able to stumble across art.
And I'm sure like from like a child's perspective, it's probably like, like, why is that there? That's so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool to see something that's not advertising.
Exactly. Yes.
It's like, wait, someone just made this so that we could look at it? That's it? They don't want anything from me?
Yeah, exactly.
This is amazing. All right. So what tree was this? I forgot that you're referencing for this bark.
This is a sycamore. The bark is kind of like a general me making up what bark looks like. I guess it's pretty spot on. But the thing that really makes it a sycamore is up here. They're kind of like the bark peels away, and then there's this weird, super gorgeous underlayer where it's like really like bright white, and it has these funky little shaped. I don't know what you want to call them. They're kind of a bark in themselves, but they're just like underneath the main bark, and they like break off and blow around in the wind, and it's cool. If you're ever in the woods and you need to start a fire, grab those little guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are them here. This is the same, different idea, but same, but different.
Yes.
So these are the turkey tail mushrooms here.
I like that as the kneecap.
Yeah, they're so cool. They're like little flowers in themselves. I guess make the base layer for that purple, and then we'll start getting the cool spirals going on that they make.
Wade says art and survival tips. Bobby can do it all.
Hey, turkey tails apparently cure cancer.
What?
I don't know. That's what they say.
Sounds amazing.
I think it's like might be like a very specific type of cancer, but I don't really know too much about it. But I've heard from several people. So I'm getting a little sloppy here, but I'm just kind of flying through this.
Oh no, it's good. I mean, just we're taking us through, because you said this is kind of already, some of this is already done, or is this
the whole thing's already done?
Yeah.
Well, not the whole thing, but this whole drawing. The last thing to do is this leg over here, which if we get to that, we'll be in real time at that point. So I'm gonna start doing these little spirals in here.
Yeah, we got a little graffiti mural street art conversation going on in chat.
Oh, cool.
And I will just say this. If we didn't have the illegal graffiti and the guys breaking the law and jumping around doing all the crazy stuff, we wouldn't have all the street art and the beautiful murals that you see all over the world.
Definitely.
So it influenced each other, and it sometimes you just gotta break stuff. Sometimes you gotta do things that people don't want you to do.
Exactly.
If you love art, guess what? There's a lot of artists that broke a lot of laws and did a lot of bad things because they just wanted to do something that was out of the norm. And
Definitely.
So, obviously you don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
But if you're not hurting anyone, if it's just paint on a wall,
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot worse things out there. That's for sure.
Did you used to do any graffiti?
No, I was never big on it. It wasn't like something I ever did, but I hung out with a lot of people that did. And I worked at a gallery for almost 7 years in San Francisco, White Walls and Shooting Galleries. So we, Shepard Fairey was one of our big first artists.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, just a lot of guys from all over Ein and Roa and So I was around
in San Francisco.
Yeah. So it's like I worked there from like 2006 to 2012.
Nice. I love that huge Nichos piece of the.
Oh yeah, Nichos. Yeah. He did a bunch of stuff too, and he did stuff out in Oakland, and So I've been around for a long time, and it's a hard thing for it's you kind of with the good you have the bad kind of thing.
Definitely. Just like that's such as life.
It's like anything. Yeah.
I used to draw light bulbs everywhere for some reason. That was
used to draw what? What was your?
I would do light bulbs all over the place.
Light bulbs, nice.
I did kind of this almost. I didn't even think about this, but I did it just like the brain with the butterfly wings, but it was a light bulb.
Nice.
And I used to draw squids everywhere.
Nice. There's this guy who worked with Dan Witz, really amazing New York artist, and he would hand paint hummingbirds.
That's cool.
Oh my god, they're beautiful, and they're all over. I mean, he does all kinds of other crazy stuff too with photography, and if you look up he's got these amazing photorealistic like mosh pit paintings that he does that are just
that sounds awesome.
Unreal. Yeah, Dan Witt's really incredible guy. But yeah, man, your work would be I mean, I saw obviously you did some mural work, but some of this stuff it'd be awesome. Just like 20 feet, 30 feet tall.
Oh my god, it would be so much fun.
Just imagine that.
And I think like drawing on the computer kind of like I'd end up painting it in the same layers, like in the same process on the wall as I would like this. Like I would probably do it the exact same, time frame with the different layers.
Right.
The key is just getting people to let you do it.
Yeah.
and that's why sometimes you just got to go do it.
Yeah. And that takes that takes effort. I mean, a lot of these guys, they get the walls and they get the permission and kind of go the extra yards. I think nowadays it's a little bit easier to do it just because people have kind of really appreciated it and know what kind of value it brings to a neighborhood. But yeah, I mean, I'd have friends that, for months on end, they would just scour the city and talk to every business owner they knew and just put in the legwork to get people interested.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because you got to convince someone, be like, let us do this, and I swear,
yeah, it's gonna look good. Like, I promise.
Ugly sore spot on the side of your building,
Mm-hmm.
And guys, you could be digital muralists and just take cool photos of empty walls and then just superimpose your art on top of it. Just be like, look what I did.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, and I know a lot of artists do that too. They do that to like prep the,
I did that with the last mural I did. I just took a picture of the wall and drew it.
Put it in the space in Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, to see kind of how
it's very helpful.
Yeah. So we're about a little over 30 minutes away from doing the artist spotlight, just so you know, Bobby.
Okay. Cool.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, please come on over to b.net/Adobe Live. Here you guys can chat with us, ask any questions you want. So yeah, if you guys are on YouTube, thanks for watching. And if you guys want to talk with us, please come on over to Behance, b.net/Adobe Live. And we'll be doing the artist spotlight in about 30 minutes. If you guys want to vote for somebody, vote for yourself to get a hype session, please do it. It's at the artist spotlight tab on top of the chat. Fill out the form and let us know who you want us to check out their art. It almost feels like a bottom of the ocean.
I know,
like this coral reef.
These mushrooms right here look like coral.
Yeah, what are those?
I don't know. You said those jellies yesterday, but I don't think they're that.
Yeah, witch's jelly. So weird.
Those are morels.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little frog. I need to put him in here somewhere. Where are the jellies? There's my picture that I gave to Paco. Are the jellies real? Did I imagine the jellies? I feel like they're up there. Oh yeah, the top one.
Whoa, those are cool.
Yeah, they are. I don't know where I saw these. I think it was back home. So yeah, let's try and match that color. Scoot. It's pretty jellyish, but that's pretty similar to the background. Artist interpretation.
Yeah. So is this your first time doing a live stream? Or have
you
done
yeah. Oh, definitely the first time doing live stream. This is my first Zoom call.
What? This whole pandemic? This is your first Zoom call?
Yeah.
No, this is the only time I do Zoom too, so I feel you. Yeah.
I
feel like there's so many other things like Google and Slack and all this other stuff.
Yeah. It's surprising how many there are.
I take that back. I do Zoom calls for my kids' school. That is the other place where you're on a Zoom with like 30 other parents. Just so weird. The owner of the brewery was convinced that if you downloaded Zoom, that the governments were watching you, and that I don't know, all these conspiracy theories. It was hilarious. It's like, cool. Don't be an idiot. You can watch me drink coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
In my shirt. Yeah. I don't know what you're going to get from that. But I mean, to be fair, I think for a while when Zoom first started getting popular, it definitely had some security holes.
Yeah, that, I can imagine.
People were exploiting in the beginning.
And I guess the more people you get, the harder it is for the program to work. Is that true?
Yeah, it's like I'm sure it's like anything, you know. It's as the more people use it, the better the product comes, and the better the programming gets, and the servers, and
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool doing the live streaming stuff. You know, I feel like, again, especially because doing digital, it's hard to get a platform that people are going to be able to see that's not on your computer. So
Yeah.
pretty grateful that we got stuff like this. And
Yeah,
even now with
cool.
the Behance has the live streaming that it hosts now. So if you guys want to live stream yourself, if you have friends that you think should live stream, they should get a Behance profile. They can host it there. You guys just get third-party software. Like OBS is really cool. And you guys can just stream and it'll archive it for you on your Behance profile. And like we were talking about earlier, hook that up with Adobe Portfolio and boom, you got a full interconnected
definitely
art arsenal.
I would suggest
digital footprint.
Any artist to do that if they are, you know, kind of on the fence about making a website, or, you know,
yeah,
it's just it's so art specific.
Oh yeah, and there's this new I just heard about it, but there's like a new thing that Adobe's put out, and it's called Creative Cloud Express. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's basically people that are new to design, you know, and it's just made so that any skill level can share and create professional looking content to promote themselves or their business. So it's pretty cool, almost like doing ads marketing. But yeah, super easy to jump into. You can do graphics, photos, videos. It converts it all to PDFs for you. But yeah, I think there's a new Creative Cloud Express YouTube channel as well. So if you guys are just new to designing, kind of want to jump into it, get some help with that, this Creative Cloud Express is kind of a cool new thing that Adobe put out. So if you guys have a chance, check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching more of these live streams to learn different processes, because I'm pretty bare bones to the.
Oh my gosh, I've learned so much already doing this, especially being in your position in the guest spot. It's I'll be drawing and be like, oh, why didn't you just do this? And I'm like, because I didn't know I could do that.
I had no idea.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I am a dum-dum and I don't like, you need to teach me, please. Yeah, I used to say, like, when I first started out with Photoshop, or at least for a long time for Photoshop, I was like, I'm just a caveman on here.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I seriously am.
Just like gong, gong, gong. I feel like I've learned a lot since then, but that was mostly because my style changed, you know.
Yeah.
Where I just was doing more painterly stuff that I had done off the computer, but hadn't really tried to do too much digitally, and it's just a whole different game, that's for sure.
Yeah, I definitely have a lot to learn as far as computer art goes.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much out there now. I mean, obviously with Adobe and the Creative Cloud and what they do, ArtStation is another one that's really cool. They have a free learning section now, which is really awesome. Obviously more for entertainment, concept art stuff, but I think the Adobe Live thing is so cool because it's just a bunch of different artists. There's no real, like everybody's on here, you know, all different kinds of,
it doesn't matter. You don't have to be like, except like, I don't know, grandfather.
Yeah, you don't have to be like a master of Photoshop or something to get on here. Like it's kind of, they accept all these different creative processes.
And I saw you guys have master classes. What is that all about?
I don't know.
Okay. I just keep
I might not be the guy. Yeah, Wade. What are the master classes? Is it through the Adobe Live, or was
I think it's Adobe Live. Or maybe, I don't know.
Oh, you know what? They probably do. It was in the, I should probably know this. Oh, let's see. Wade'll hook us up. You can even look it up.
I'm assuming it's just like, it's people who are really
It's like
good
curated
and-
classes by top experts. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Creative Live.
Yeah, these are the little
That's not.
little bits I was talking about that are really nice on the sycamore trees.
Oh yeah. So he's chiming in saying they have Photoshop, design, Illustrator, photography, and video master classes.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. And everything gets archived, so you can that. To me, that's the best part, is you don't have to be here live.
Yeah.
You can see it in the archives. You can replay it whenever you want. You can just pause it and stare at our beautiful faces for hours on end. Don't do that. Your eyes will burn your retinas out.
What kind of beer should we make it? This nice brown stout? No, that'll
I mean, yeah, let's jump back real quick. Let's see what we got with the colors.
Okay.
What's gonna pop here?
If we do a brown stout, it's gonna look like his head is full of poop. So
I was gonna say doo-doo. I mean, probably it's got the kind of golden ale, right? Like the.
Mm-hmm. I think it's already. This is what I did last time. I just added the white foam and kept it that background.
Well, I was gonna
color.
say you could either slightly alter it, or just kind of add that white.
This is what extra frothy.
Frothy.
The head of the beer in the head of the skull.
Yeah, Wade's got a good point too. Going back to the live streaming, is there's a ton of people that stream on Behance now, and they're all sorts of levels of skill. So
yeah,
it's cool to see that. And they'll if you go to Behance's homepage,
and that's all archived as well. Oh yeah, it's because it's on your
Behance on their profile it is awesome. Which is cool. But usually if you go to Behance, it'll say like today's work in progress at the top, and it'll have a bunch of streamers that are streaming and stuff that's live, and then stuff that's already been archived that you can just click on and play. So it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
so I feel like this community has gotten really big.
Yeah, like I said, I signed up for it and immediately got a job offer just from my Behance profile.
Just crazy.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah, I would say within the last year it kind of picked up, where I started getting more and more emails from people. It's funny, you guys, before we started the chat, because you guys are obviously, you and Paco are in Tahoe. Mm-hmm. I heard it's a cool, what was it, 6 degrees, 7 degrees?
I walked up
a little bit.
It's nice now inside. I walked to get coffee this morning, and there's a lake wind advisory. They said it felt like 12, which
nice.
Isn't that bad.
I know. I'm like here in LA. I'm like, it's 45 degrees out.
Freezing.
I might die. my brother lives in Homer, and it's it's usually around like anywhere from like 15 to like negative 15.
I couldn't do that. That's man, cold.
Yeah, and then the winter time too. You only get 4 or 5 hours of.
Where's Homer?
Homer it's in the south. It's in the southern portion of Alaska.
Oh wow.
It's on like on a spit.
Okay.
It's pretty. I mean, it's a really cool area.
Does he have to deal with like moose and grizzlies and stuff?
Oh, in his backyard. Basis? Yeah.
Jeez,
oh yeah, no, he has moose all the time, dude. These awesome little white stoats. Do you know what a stoat is?
No.
It's part of the weasel family.
Okay.
So they look like, like big ferrets or a big weasel, but
That's pretty
super
awesome.
cool. Yeah. He had like like a lynx with like a baby cat, a kitten.
Yeah,
With
it's
it.
like Nat Geo. I thought we had a lot of
Oh, dude,
animals.
it's nuts. I mean, they've
Yeah.
got tons of brown bears,
That's
which I
awesome.
think I ended up reading that brown bears are grizzly bears, but they're on the coastline.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah, I
there's
thought a
nothing
brown
really
bear was just a
different.
grizzly.
Yeah, it is. It's like, but I guess, they call them brown bears if they're near the coastline or something.
It's pretty silly.
Yeah, it's terrifying. They literally like he goes hunting on like a place called Bear Island.
Yeah,
like, why would you go there? It seems like a bad place to hunt.
definitely. And then I hear like once the gun goes off and you're in an area like that, you're basically ringing the dinner bell.
Oh
And
yeah, I mean
it's like
he went deer hunting. It's like they have to skin it on the spot and bounce
and get out of
like,
there. Yeah.
Yeah, like you have like a half hour, an hour
Yeah.
before
All the
bear
animals are
comes.
slowly walking towards you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild. I'm assuming there's wolves.
Yeah, I'm assuming too. I don't know. With Alaska, there's got to be wolves.
It's got to be, yeah. They're probably the first ones on the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a wolf in the wild. We have a guy who walks his wolf on the beach here, which is pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like
That's awesome.
you can.
Is it like full wolf or is it like half wolf, half dog?
I think it's full wolf, which is crazy. Maybe not. I don't know. But you can just tell that like the other dogs are like, all right, something's wrong with that guy. I don't want to go over there and hang out with him. He just like walks down the beach and kind of owns the place.
Yeah. And my brother-in-law has a husky German Shepherd. Those things are so cool.
That is awesome.
It's like it's close to a wolf.
Yeah.
Getting there. All right. So if you guys are just joining us, we are on day 2 with Bobby Rivers. We are working on is this a beer label that can be used for multiple things?
Yeah, this is a beer can that's going to also be a t-shirt. I'm going to make some prints of it.
Awesome. So a multi-use graphic that's going to be used for Kennett Brewing Company. And it's in Pennsylvania, correct?
Yep. Kennett Square, Pennsylvania.
Kennett Square. So everything's being done in Photoshop, but the sketching and the drawing itself was done on paper with ink, then transferred over into Photoshop. We're using a hard round brush, pretty much with opaque settings, but pressure for the line weight. And yeah, this is pretty exciting. Might get finished today, but Bobby's saying hell no.
He might have
probably
2 feet today.
Yeah, we might have 2 feet, so that's exciting. We might get a finished drawing at least today, but It's looking really awesome. We've got the artist spotlight coming up in about 15 minutes. So just so you know, Bobby, in about 15 minutes we're going to switch over.
Okay.
And again, if you guys you want to nominate somebody, you want to nominate yourself, just fill out the artist spotlight form. There's a tab in the chat up above next to info where you guys can click on that and fill it out. But super fun. Get to just shout out an artist on here and talk about their art and what we like. So yeah, so about 15 minutes or so.
Cool. I'll start over here with his guitar. The double necker. Sycamore Special.
Hey Paco, I just looked up on Google that grizzlies are also referred to as North American brown bears. So I know there's no grizzlies in California. I'm just saying brown bears and grizzlies are basically the same thing.
We have brown bears. They're just not technically
I know.
brown.
There's
the color brown.
There is different types of brown bears for sure. Yeah.
I have a Kodiak tattoo, which is just a grizzly bear on Kodiak Island. Very specific, these bears.
Dude, bears are crazy, man.
They're pretty smart around here. They
it's
open your doors.
That's the terrifying part.
Yeah.
yeah, part of you just, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's good that they're not dumb. I get dumb rage is maybe even more terrifying. But
we were down at the beach like a year or two ago, and the people I was with, they were in Grateful Dead bear outfits.
nice.
So like, you know, they look like
like the actual
colored teddy
like,
bears.
furry,
It's
furry,
no,
you know.
they're like, they look like gummy bears, honestly. If you're familiar with the
But was it
Grateful
like
Dead.
full? Like they had
The head and
on
everything.
and everything?
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my god.
like it, you know, it's probably like an expensive costume.
Yeah.
They're just hanging out in those, acting silly, and and a pretty big black bear came wandering down the beach, and the one girl was like off not paying attention, and we were yelling to her, and we're like, hey, there's a bear coming like right towards you, like you should probably walk out into the water and then walk back to us. And she's like, what? And so anyway, the we saw the bear take off towards her, like charging, and then my other friend Brittany, who was wearing the bear outfit, chased directly at the bear and just like scared it away, and like knew exactly what to do. And it was so funny. It all happened so fast. I was like, is this really happening? You guys are wearing bear outfits. There's the bear. You're about to wrestle the bear.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
That's a ballsy move. But yeah, I guess bears don't like that. That's for sure. They don't like the loud noises. Don't want to be challenged. At least some of them, right? I don't know. Grizzlies are a whole nother.
Yeah, don't do that with a grizzly.
Grizzly will just take your face off.
He's like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, we've got black bears where I live that come down because I live right in the foothills.
Oh wow, okay.
San Gabriel Mountains. The Angeles Forest is right here. So they come down into the houses. It's funny. There's always like videos on like next door of like, they're just a mama bear and her cubs are just swimming in our pool on this hot summer day. It's so funny.
That's awesome. I love it when they do weird.
They do love garbage
things. They love.
Yeah, Steve is right. They love garbage.
It's garbage day right now, and I'm pretty glad that I put some stinky sausages in there a couple days ago. Don't tell my roommates, but the bears never came.
Gotta lock those things up.
It's a bear proof trash can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just working on this guitar.
Yeah, adding some depth to her.
So is the leg drawing there? We just have to ink it, or what do we got?
That's it for the leg drawing.
That's all we got right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, if we have time, I'll start taking it back down to the ground, like this guy over here. And
Gotcha.
I think I want to put I drew some oyster mushrooms yesterday that I ended up deleting, but I think I want to put them on this leg over here.
Very cool.
But yeah. Actually, let's do that. Put this outer little glow on this top bark.
Oh, somebody asked earlier, gosh, I was going to say, what's the name of the beer that this is being illustrated for?
So we don't distribute. This is just for it's called a crowler.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically just pick your beer and they put it in a can.
Oh, cool.
So it's just what every beer just can it will be.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm excited to get it on a t-shirt. That's probably my favorite thing about designing the brewery is seeing your stuff on t-shirts.
Especially like high quality silk screen.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I like designing clothing. Yeah. Slowly starting to get into some embroidery.
Ooh.
We haven't found, quite the answer to that yet, but getting some stuff out there.
Yeah, I've got a buddy who does a lot of embroidery. Went out and just got a machine and
Yeah.
taught himself how to do the design work for that, and it's not easy. So
No.
getting those files set up and
To
all
do
the
it
test
well.
runs and stuff
Yeah.
it's not easy. Yeah, shout out to Swarty. If you guys like electronic music, Swardy. Pretty dope dude. Been doing it a long time. He used to be under Ausla, Skrillex's label with the M Machine,
Okay.
but he's doing his own thing now. But he does all of his merches he makes in house. God, I think one of
That's
the guys,
awesome.
Michael Forsyth, I think, is the illustrator. I think he worked on Adventure Time and stuff. He had designed this really cool mushroom guy for him, that he does on a lot of his shirts and sweatshirts.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
definitely have to check
get
that
into embroidery. Get into it. I
Yeah,
want to see it.
that would be sweet.
This stuff would be crazy.
Oh my god, like on a, like
I think
a
you would just do the head.
huge,
Just start with the head.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to do on sweatshirts, just full back piece embroidered.
Oh my god.
I don't know how much that would cost, but
That would be a process.
it would be cool to see. That's for sure.
That would be very cool. You got a little less than 10 minutes. And then I think after that, we'll do that for about five to 10 minutes. And then we got another like 10 minutes after that. So
okay, well,
10, 15 minutes. Depending.
Start working on the drawing the leg then. Yeah, for the artist.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, if you want. Yeah, no, do it.
So do you also do like draw on here as well besides host?
Yeah. I've done a few guest spots. I started doing them in I think late 2019.
Nice.
But yeah, I actually got one coming up in February. I can't even remember the date. This is my brain.
Yeah. February.
Yeah, sometime in February. Yeah, I usually do character design sessions on here. Yeah, I've been kind of deep diving into character design for animation this last few years. I've been all over the place with my career and done design for Disney Imagineering, doing like roller coaster stuff and all kinds of weird things. And
what does roller coaster stuff mean?
Oh, I did some design work for Iron Man ride in Hong Kong.
That's crazy.
Did some other stuff with another company, Zeitgeist. I can't show any of it, but
okay.
Did some stuff for some Chinese theme parks. Just like concept work or coming up with different ideas, that's not in-house. But yeah, then doing like, motion graphics, working on music videos for electronic artists, album covers, posters. Remember one year I was able to do the Full Flex Express tour for Skrillex.
That's awesome.
And so the artwork was printed on like, these like 30-foot tall banners on either side of the stage. That was pretty cool.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So all kinds of stuff. And so, but lately just been kind of transitioning into the animation world. So
nice. Yeah, my friend Desi Jackson, who's also in LA, has been getting into animation, and it's so much fun to watch. Like
being an animator himself.
She's started animating, yeah.
Say Desi Jackson or Jesse Jackson?
Desi, Dessia.
Gotcha.
But it's like super like fine art this like process that she does that's just super unique. It's pretty cool.
Very cool. quick heads up for everybody. If you guys are on YouTube and you're just joining us, please come on over to Behance at b.net/Adobe Live. You guys can hang out with us in the chat. Ask Bobby any of your burning desires, questions, anything. I'm sure he'll answer any question you have. He will have to answer. It is in his contract. Yep. He has to answer any question you ask. So please feel free. Make him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We don't want him coming back. This is the last time.
This is it.
This is it. So if you don't ask now,
you'll never know.
You'll never know. But yeah, we got the artist spotlight coming up in 5 minutes. Again, if you guys want to vote for yourself or somebody else, nominate them, go ahead and click on artist spotlight in the chat there and fill out the form.
It's coming to life.
It's looking good. I like it.
Man.
Yeah, this would look really good on a hoodie, as Carriel says. Oh, and she also asked, would this be on every crowler? Do you guys are there a bunch of different ones?
It depends, but I like it when there's like 2 or 3 out on display, and we kind of stack on like a pyramid, and it's fun.
And do you know the process of putting them on there? Is it still a wraparound label kind of thing, or
yeah, they made some weird makeshift attachment machine thing.
Nice.
That it's pretty funny. But yeah, whoever has that terrible job of sitting there for hours, fucking.
Oh, dude. Yep. I used to work at a stamp and engraving shop.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah. We used to, because we had a laser, epilogue laser, so it was like the worst job doing. Like not the job was great. I was gonna say specifically etching glass.
Okay.
Like glasses we used to do it for Monk Brewery in Berkeley, and some of these other breweries and stuff, but just like you can't mess up. Like it's glass. Like if it doesn't etch right, you got to toss it.
What do you do? Do you twist it on?
There's a specific attachment that it's connected with the computer and it rotates as you're etching. So it's pretty wild, man. It's like everything kind of just has to go right. And that job was an interesting job. It was fun. Got to make a lot of cool art.
Yeah.
My boss was a cool guy. So, but yeah, real easy, a small margin for error for a lot of things. Like this book
how many would you?
It's like 40 years old, and my grandpa gave it to me. Can you etch this? I'm like, okay, but we're just so like there is the possibility that it's not going to come out just how you want it because we've never etched this type of material, or
Oh, they can just bring in some glass stuff and have you go for it. That's crazy.
Completely.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to ruin your prized heirloom.
I think there was a crazy one because we had a diamond rotary engraver as well, so we could etch steel and other stuff. And I think one of the hardest ones, it wasn't hard design wise, but just terrifying. It was like for as a memorial, like this big steel memorial etching.
Yeah.
And that piece of metal was like very specific. Like I couldn't use anything else. Felt like that job, like I just have like mini heart attacks every day.
Yeah. How big was this memorial?
Oh, that sheet of steel had to have been like 6 feet long or something. It was big.
Yeah. Getting a little sloppy in here. Sorry, guys.
We just want to see the finished result. If you can just do that in the next minute.
I can do that. Yeah. All right. So this is what we have done so far.
Yeah, let's see it. That is a beaut.
Thank you. There she is. Yeah, I do really like this little. It does look like it's in an aquarium under the water.
It's very cool.
I really like the brain and the butterfly. It's like my favorite part.
It's a good combo. Well, all right. I think it is officially 11 o'clock here.
All right.
On the West Coast. And I think it is time to do our artist spotlight.
All right.
And I think you know our artist today. Is that correct?
Yes. This is my good friend.
Please, Dana. Introduce her and
This is Dana Bechert from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and this is her website.
Nice.
And
and it looks like she is a ceramicist.
Yes, she is a ceramicist. Cool little teapot. She makes all kinds of awesome stuff. She does these amazing illustrated pieces. I don't know if that gets
great.
Yeah, pretty fun.
Are these scratched in?
Yeah.
Am I getting that right?
Yeah.
Oh, these are cool.
This cool whale here. But yeah.
And where's she based out of?
She's based out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I have my coffee cup right here.
Ooh, there we go. Mm-hmm. Little plug right there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Dana. Is it Bechert? Is that how you pronounce the last name?
Dana Bechert, Old Lady Bechert, we call her.
Yep, Old Lady Bechert, DANABECHERT.com.
And she makes. I mean, some of them are really crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, take us through maybe some of your favorite pieces of hers. If you've got them.
So this is a pour over. This is like cool. For your coffee.
Yeah.
And then it's pretty rad. She makes a lot of like super functional stuff, little mortar and pestles. Just everything is just so awesome.
And she's got a shop too on her site, right?
Right here on the right, top right here.
Very, very cool.
Check it out. And then here's some she does some single prints, block prints, I believe they are.
Oh yeah, linoleum.
I guess a linoleum print.
Yeah, very cool.
Pretty cool. But yeah, she does all kinds of fun stuff, and I just wanted to shout out the homie.
Let's see.
This is
what else she
got? Quilt that she quilted. She does all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah. But yeah.
I like some of these illustrations that she's got as well.
Here's some old women quilting themselves as a block print.
Oh yeah.
This
I like this. I don't know if it's worms or snakes.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Dude, that's a great. Go down a little bit.
These
right
guys?
There. Click on that thing.
Oh, these are archaic bacteria, apparently.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't even read it. Yeah. If you click the arrow to the left, it's just that's a great design.
Yeah.
So simple, but so effective.
They look like earthworms.
And it's archaic bacteria. Look, you can turn anything into a beautiful design.
Definitely. That's awesome. I've never seen that before. Rad. Pretty cool.
What else? What other cool stuff she got on here?
Could we creep her Instagram? Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think she's got some, she's been diving deep into the reels. So this is her slip painting process.
Oh, very cool.
Very cool. Let's see if we can get a carving.
My sister-in-law is a ceramicist as well.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm so bad on the wheel. I haven't tried it that many times, but
it doesn't take much to mess that up.
Yeah,
it's so much fun though. But you'll be like, I'm doing it, and then
and it's flopping sideways. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very cool.
Let's see. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, these hanging planters are my favorite.
Oh, those are dope.
Never mind. Real quick.
There
See if we could find another one, maybe.
Hanging planter.
No.
So, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
Get a pretty sweet gift.
Look at
Go to
these earrings.
danabechert.com. Look at that.
75
Under
discount, $100.
$100.
Can't beat that. I'll tell you that much.
You tell her Bobby Rivers sent you and you get a 25% discount.
Here's a carving reel.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's awesome.
It's a cool process. And there's something about ceramics and just the kiln and just how tactile everything is. And also how permanent everything is.
Oh yeah.
And fragile. It's like,
and terrifyingly fragile.
Oh my God. You're like, oh, I just spent
I've been in her
30,
studio before.
40 hours on that, and then it just exploded inside the kiln and took out everything else that was in there.
I've been in her studio where she has everything stacked up on these shelves and just like, get me out of here. Something's going to go wrong.
Yeah, bowl in the china shop.
Exactly. But yeah, that's it. That's all.
Well, very cool.
Old Lady Bechert right there.
Well, once again, Dana Bechert, DANABECHERT.com. Check her out. She's got some really cool ceramics, illustrations, cool gifts, maybe for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, definitely.
Special someone. Or just for yourself, man.
Get a vase, put some roses in it. Boom.
Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. All right. Back to it.
All right.
I'm going to pester you to draw this leg.
Okay.
Let's do it. I want to see some on the fly drawing.
Okay, so there's our
so we got a framework. We got our framework there. We're not working with nothing.
Yeah. So back to the line drawing. Let me get just like, what am I doing? Oop. Right leg. Very organized, as you guys can see. All right, so I'm going to take the bones here and turn them into roots. So start with this foreground and do a little bit of moss to kind of base it off of to about there. All right, bring this guy up. And if you ever see like sycamores, they really have these amazing like rolling shapes to them that they look like kind of like giant elephants sometimes growing out of the side of the riverbank.
Yeah, isn't there a tree like a palm or something? It's called an elephant foot.
I don't know. There is I think it's a rainbow eucalyptus that has very similar, like these little bark pieces we were talking about. It looks a lot like that, but they're all different colors of the rainbow. They're super cool.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. The tree I was just thinking about, it's called a ponytail palm.
Ponytail palm.
It looks like a giant elephant's foot. This like skinny trunk that goes all the way to the top and has like a bush of palms on the top.
That's awesome.
Looks like Dr. Seuss.
All right, so we're gonna dive back into our reference images. Where's those oysters from yesterday? Actually, I think we have some oysters right here.
Ooh, yeah.
Some Tahoe Mushroom Co. oysters right there.
This looks homegrown.
Yeah, it's like these little kits that this dude in town sells. They're pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I know. It's like my 5-year-old is the pickiest eater on the planet. Yeah. It's like, well, Dad, I like cheese, but it has to be in a sandwich. And I was like, you're crazy. You're a crazy person.
Yeah.
And he like only eats very specific things, but he loves mushrooms.
That's awesome.
I'm like, I don't know many 5-year-olds that love mushrooms. So I'm like, well, if you're going to love something, I guess that's pretty good. I don't eat 90% of foods, but if you're going to eat mushrooms, I'll take it.
Yeah. And there's so much you can do with them.
Oh, yeah.
We've been on the Lion's Mane crab cake train.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It's pretty great.
Crab cake, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves seafood too, like crab, lobster, fish, salmon.
Nice. Well, that's
Yeah.
awesome. You don't.
Yeah, he likes
You
all the
don't wanna,
like, like okay,
yeah.
give him chicken though, and he's like,
So,
oh,
a
Dad.
hot dog, I can't do it.
Yeah. This is some free-form illustration, folks.
Oh yeah, you don't get this
Just
every
going
day.
for it. Look at that.
Some delicious oyster mushrooms grown on this skeleton man's shin.
We should have you back on, but instead of it being a drawing stream, it should be a cooking show.
There we go.
Yeah, we should do it with mushrooms.
That would be awesome.
Well, that's what we'll do. Just set up a camera right there.
Bring some guys over here.
Ooh, Sam Designer 5 was saying that he used to love eating canned mushrooms as a kid. And
That's
now
gross.
he gags just looking at them. Yeah.
That's gross, Sam Designer 5.
I can understand why you gag looking at them now. But as a kid, you like some weird things, that's for sure. My dad had this thing that he used to make, and it was peanut butter, bologna, in a tortilla.
Peanut butter and bologna. Randy,
in a tortilla.
The bird
wrapped in a
watcher used to
tortilla.
do that weird stuff. He put cinnamon on it too,
man.
like a psychopath.
It's delicious in
Is
the
it?
most disgusting way possible. Yes, but I am a trash can of sorts, and
Okay.
there's not many foods that I won't eat.
I mean, I'll try anything twice.
Yeah, 3 times.
Some more moss.
So with something like this, and I guess with the company, do you guys have loose guidelines or loose deadlines? Are you pretty much in the mix the whole time where you kind of know as far as events and stuff, or do you ever have to do any of these kind of quickly?
Definitely. It's never the beer can labels. I usually have a pretty good heads up on.
Right.
They kind of just, hey, the roll is getting a little thin of labels, like just a heads up, and
Right.
I'll start trying to think of a fun idea. But we kind of do it relatively seasonally. We'll have like a spring can, and then we'll have a summer can, and then that'll tie in with like a t-shirts that'll come out, and it's like a whole fun thing.
Right.
A lot of creative leeway, which is really nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the best. It's exactly what you want.
It's the best. It's like, yeah, whatever you think's best. Well, let's do that.
Yeah, I think that was what was fun with most of the album covers and posters and stuff that I did. There was wasn't usually too much guidance. It was just like, can you just make it cool?
Yeah,
just make it
exactly.
look cool. It's like, all right, yeah, sure. I got to do one fun project towards the end times with the M Machine, and they hired Augenblick Studios, and I don't know if you know who they are, but
No.
they did Super Jail, Ugly Americans. They did a lot of like adult cartoon stuff, but they did a music video with us, and that was super fun because I got to design all the characters and like environments and the ships. So that's
awesome.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
So like, and then someone else animates them?
So yeah, Augenblick Studios animated it. I think they were in between projects, and I think they had a few guys, and they're just like, yeah, they'll do it. We got like a month or two to burn before. I think it was they were doing Ugly Americans, and I think it was just in between seasons.
Yeah.
So it was fun, man. It was cool. I mean, that's
awesome.
I feel like that project got got like 500,000 views just because it was on, it was through the Ausla Skrillex label.
Yeah.
So a lot of eyeballs, but it was just a weird concept that like kind of just went ham. Like
That's awesome.
Like, I think I had like worms, these like weird alien worms that were in like robotic dog suits with like laser tails.
That's awesome.
It was pretty bizarre. Yeah, if you guys ever want to check it out, it's Tiny Anthem. I don't even know if the video's still out there. I feel like it got removed, scrubbed from the internet somehow, if that's ever possible.
That stinks.
I know.
So yeah, just freehanding this here tree leg of sorts. That's probably, yeah. Where are we? Over here.
Oh, here.
Back up top. Let's go to make a new layer, right leg color. Yep, we already have a right leg layer. That doesn't make sense.
Look at that beauty. Look how quick that was.
That's in line with this.
Masterful.
Get down here. There we go.
Thank you, Wade. I don't know why. I've tried to post the link and it didn't link. I don't know if I did something wrong. But yeah, I posted the link for the video. I guess Augenblick still has it on their site, which is great.
Nice.
So when do you think we're going to see a finished version?
I would guess next week.
All right, that's not too far away.
Going on a little vacation here.
It's not going to work for us
tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna have to cancel that.
Yeah, we need to see this work soon. Nice. Where are you going on vacation?
Going
Tahoe.
Going to Stevens Pass up in Washington for some surfboarding.
Nice.
Yeah, slide down a hill on some wood.
That sounds pretty darn fun.
Yeah. But yeah,
Rob, oh, sorry, go ahead.
When I do finish this, I'm definitely going to get some prints made, like I said.
Ah, yes. Rob Critchlow is seeking some more survival advice. And Bobby, what would you say the best way to keep mountain lions and bobcats away from a yurt?
Well, what me and Rob did was just pile up a bunch of stuff that made noise in front of the door. That way,
this is a real life experience, I'm assuming.
Me and Rob were on a farm in Colorado, and David Meowthews was the local mountain lion that roamed around. And it was a little unnerving knowing that he was out there at all times. We saw him.
Mountain lions are terrifying.
We saw him once, yeah.
Yeah, if you're lucky if you see them. It means they're not like stalking you to eat you.
Yeah, I guess.
He's like, I want you to see me.
Yeah.
I want you to know that I'm here.
Oh, he was rude. He would just take big furry poops in the middle of the driveway, and then you just like see that the next morning. You're like, all
just
right,
whatever animal he had consumed was just coming out.
Trying to he wants us to know. That's for sure.
It's like, this is my spot. I don't know who put this yurt here, but
oh my god, it was so grounds. Bad. I mean, even calling it a yurt is a little. I mean, it was like the skeleton of a yurt at this point in time, and it was like the canvas wrapper around it was like torn to shreds and just flapping.
That yurt had seen some storms.
So you're trying to sleep at night, and all you hear is the canvas flapping around. And you're like, it's not the mountain lion. It's definitely not the mountain lion. It's just the canvas.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm sure
Rob says, heal David.
That's awesome. Yeah, David Meowthews was the mountain lion, and then Meowthew McConaughey was the bobcat. that we saw on several
Nice.
occasions.
It's not as scary when you call them by name.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, it's 11:19 currently. I just got a couple more minutes. I'm gonna start wrapping it up.
All right.
Find your stopping point. This is very cool, man.
Let's just so you can see. Oh, whoop, wrong layer. Quick, race against time.
I know. Get it done. I mean, I feel like got a pretty decent amount done on this stream.
Yeah. The only thing left to do is to kind of connect the ground. Probably make this into like a little hill, maybe like have this be a log with the moss growing on top of it. Get some more mushrooms going on. And yeah.
Got a quick question from Paloma, and she's just wondering, do you have any illustration subscriptions or blogs that you follow? Maybe anybody that you kind of stock or, use for inspiration, fellow illustrators?
I follow so many illustrators on Instagram, but honestly, it's hard to remember all their names because there's so many of them. A really amazing illustrator that I've learned a lot from, who does like live streams and stuff, Kim Jung-gui. He's like, he's insane. Especially when it comes to perspective and stuff like that. He has some really unique ways of describing how to make the drawing based on that. So definitely check him out. I think he's an old school comic artist.
He's the human printer.
Dude, he doesn't have any reference. He's just all out of his head. It's like,
he has photographic memory. Him and Carl Kopinski, they are the two human printers. They are the masters of drawing and doodling and sketching. Kim Jung-gi or Jung-ki Kim.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah, he's Korean artist. It's just total badass cartoonist, animator.
Yeah, dude. It's insane.
Yeah. You look at his stuff, he does these like giant mural drawings.
And when you're watching hours. It in live time, he's so fast too. Like it does take hours, but like it's surprising how quickly he does it.
Yeah, he really accurate. Is inspirational. Oh,
yeah,
just unreal.
It's like,
just in their surreal fisheye paint. You're just like, what? The ones that are crazy where he draws himself drawing and he does these like huge surreal environment around him. That's
like everything's just kind of like warping and blowing around, and the characters are. It's fun to try
like a modern day like MC Escher or something.
Definitely, yeah. He's pretty amazing. I love his like teaching of how to draw different perspective where you put the character inside of a box and then you imagine the way you're looking at this box and then draw the character based off of that. That was really helpful for me. But yeah, man.
All right, let's see, where are we at here? Where we?
Just start shading her.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, you've got 1 minute, Bobby.
I mean, that's enough for me for today.
Yeah, you're done. You don't have to do anything else now.
It's all done.
Sit back.
I do like the way that the yellow is in here. I might keep that instead of coloring it, but I don't know.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I do like this kind of keeping some of those elements and just having the black outline.
Yeah.
Kind of separate those shapes.
I love this turkey tail knee.
I just like that it's called turkey tail.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
It makes sense when you see it in the wild. It's like,
Oh yeah,
I,
totally.
I get it. I see what
I
you
mean,
did.
if anything, this stream should inspire everybody to go foraging if you have the
Definitely.
ability.
Go play around in the woods and draw pictures about it.
All right.
Oh,
I think we're here. I think this is it. Well, thank you so much for joining us day 2 with Bobby Rivers. I think we'll see a finished thing in the next week or so. So super exciting. But yeah, we'll be back. We did the artist spotlight, which was awesome. Everything was great. We did Bobby's beer label. And if you guys stick around for the Creative Encore of Illustrator Daily Creative Challenge with Andrew Hockrattle, and then at 12 p.m., join part 2 of web design with creative director Alyssa Nguyen, as she shares how to create a mobile-friendly version of her landing page in her signature style using Adobe XD. Thank you so much for everybody joining us again. Thank you, Bobby Rivers, for joining us as well.
Thank you,
guys
man.
Have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever time it is for you guys. But, all right. Oh, quick question for Bobby. They just in the chat, they just want to know if you're self-taught.
For the most part, I did go to Tyler School of Art for a little while, but yeah.
Right on. So a little bit of art school, a little bit of
not. Yeah, definitely.
A lot of bit of experience, I'm sure. So, all right. Well, thank you so much again, and hopefully have you back on.
Yeah, man. I hope so. Nice meeting you.
All right, guys. Yeah, nice meeting you too. All right, everybody.
All right. Later.
See you later.